Hola, clase. Mr. Cappy back again for the final installment of the PR16A directions. Yep, this project's finally going to end. So if you've gotten this far, you've already completed one Google My Map and you've completed finding all the information to get you to Mexico City or to Spain and where you're going to stay. Now, the second part of this is actually going to be another Google My Map. So obviously, if you're going to spend all this time and money going to Mexico City, you're going to want to go places besides just Mexico City. So for most trips like this, what a person will do is they'll take a trip to another area. So if you did Mexico City, I'm going to ask you to plan yourself a little car trip to Cholula. And if you did the Spain trip, I'm asking you to do a quick train ride over to Barcelona. Because if you're in Spain and you're in Madrid, you should definitely check out Barcelona. It's a fantastic place to go. Hopefully, I'll get there at some point soon in my life. But I've been waiting a long time to get there, and it is a really amazing place to be in the world. So make sure you get a chance at all these places by doing the second part here. So for the trip to Cholula in Mexico, I'm just going to go back to Google Maps directions and do the same thing I did the first time. I'm going to find out how far it is from where I'm staying. So I can again put my information in, the exact same information from before. I go to Google Maps and I tell them where my hotel is. If you forgot where your hotel is or it's been a while since you did your hotel, you are certainly able without a problem to go back to that, or you can even just use the Plaza de la Constitucion that you just used. Close enough to where you are that it's not a problem. So I go to that and I want directions to Cholula. All right. If you're doing this, you have the option of using the car or the transit, which would be like a subway or a train. For Cholula, we're going to use the car. If you're doing the Spain trip, use the transit. It works a lot better for this and gives you more information. So, clicking on that, I want to go to Cholula, Puebla, Mexico, and you'll see that I get all the information I need. It's about an hour and 51 minutes and about 126 kilometers. So, if I go to my sheet here, the distance is 126 kilometers, and then the duración de viaje we just talked about. Now you're going to do the exact same thing you just did. So just like how we did the Mexico City map, you are going to create another one, or you can add a layer to this one. It's a lot more complicated to add a layer to it, but if you're not having a problem with it, you can do that and you just change the first layer and rename it Mexico City. And the second layer, you rename Cholula. Again, if you're doing the Spain trip, that'll be Madrid and Barcelona, but you rechange them. All right, and you can do the exact same thing you were doing before. All you do is search for places. So you go to Cholula like so, and you're going to add it to the map. All right, and make sure that it goes under Cholula. If it doesn't go under Cholula, you delete it and you click on Cholula and get back to that layer. All right, and we do the same thing we did before. You can zoom in real close on it by using the zoom feature. All right, right down here, and find those places. Find what you need. You need a restaurant to eat in. All right, very important. You're going to have food. So make sure you get that. You need two restaurants because you're going to be there for the lunch and for dinner that day, two museums, and two attractions of some sort. Label them the same way you did the last one. All right, final piece to the puzzle. After you've completed all that, you're going to create a 30 to 50 word paragraph in Spanish. You are not going to Google Translate this thing. You are going to use your actual skill level and talk about how you're going to travel and what you're going to do. We have so much information here, it's not even funny. We can talk about how we're going to travel. We can talk about all different things. So I've got an essay creator section down here, which helps you out a lot. You can use the packet to look these up, or if you are desperate, you can use Google Translate to look these up, not to write your essay, but to look up what these words mean. These are important verbs that you're going to need. Viajar, ir, planear, volar, all these things are very important. So what you're going to do is fill in this information, and then you're going to start creating your passage down here. So keep simple. Like, I'm going to travel to Spain. I'm going to walk in the plaza. I'm going to eat at. Simple sentences. Everything should be voy a or yo voy a. I'm going to, followed by different pieces of information that you have. Use the real information for what you've got. Tell me about the restaurants you said you're going to go to. All right. Good luck, guys. I hope the project goes well. You can always message me or talk to me if you have any issues.